Hey, y'all, and welcome back to another fan mini episode of Catch That, where we get to know our friends and family through their favorite R&B songs. I am Naturally Elise, and that's my brother.
JR.
And we are the R&B representatives, and today we are welcoming family,
Yeah.
one of our favorite people in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
And that is the very good brother, Mr. Vernon Chandler. What's up?
What's going on, good people? I'm so happy to be here, man. I love this time that I can spend with my family, as you said.
Yes.
Yes. So, how about before we get started, in case someone here that's under rock and haven't seen your face before on the show, tell them a
Yeah.
little bit or a lot about yourself.
The East Coast ain't got no love for Vern. No, I'm Vern, Atlanta area mortgage specialist, music lover, sports lover, people lover. What's up, y'all?
Huh. So, how about you tell the rest of our cousins what
Yes.
song you picked to talk about today? And do you remember hearing it for the very first time?
I chose How Do You Keep the Music Playing by James Ingram and Patti Austin. Oh man, one of my favorite male vocalists ever. Unsung, don't get the credit he deserves. Um, and him and Patty make music when they come together, make magic when they come together. First time I heard that. So I know I'm an old soul because I'm in like seventh grade. And I'm listening to songs that I'm like, yeah, these are the things I'm gonna listen to when I get a wife. And so, like, at least I told you this before. When I used to use song lyrics when I was trying to get at girls. So lyrics have always played a big part in my life. And so when you hear powerful lyrics, they hit you. And you never know 20, 30 years later, oh, that's why I love this song. And this is one of those songs that I love. We just celebrated our 28th anniversary on Friday. No, last Saturday. So definitely one of those songs that hits home, makes me think. Like I told you, I like songs that make me think of my wife, and this is definitely one of those songs. So yeah, the lyrics are killer.
Yes. Do you?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought the bro was gonna go. I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm done.
I didn't get. I'm sorry, yo. Like you said, I love when Patti Austin and James Ingram sing together. Their voices blend so well together because hers is so smooth, but yet his got a growl to it.
That growl.
It has a growl to it, and they equal each other out. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it gets to this bridge. Y'all, we all three of us is here for bridges here. You know what I'm saying? So when they get there, but y'all know what's so crazy? When I first heard this song, I heard the Johnny Mathis version first. And I heard that, and I was just like, okay, so obviously me doing research, y'all. And I'm going back, and I'm like, wait a minute. James Ingram and Patti Austin did this first? I was like, oh, let me go listen to this. Well, that just goes to tell you I didn't listen to Johnny Mathis version anymore. James Ingram, because again, he's one of my favorite voices, to be honest. So when I missed this, I was just like, where the hell was I? Like, how did I not catch this? You know what I'm saying? So when I heard it, I was just like, oh my God. And to me, this just describes the relationship that I have with music for me. Because I never wanted to stop playing, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear it when I'm going to sleep. I want to hear it, all that. You know what I'm saying? If we can be the best of lovers, yet be the best of friends. Like that explains the love for music for me. You know what I mean? And without any luck, that I suppose the music never ends.
Never ends.
I love that part. Like, it's just and so when I heard their song, but I remember having my headphones on and a cassette in there. Because then once I went through my grandparents and they had it. So when I went in, I just put, and they just sound so beautiful with each other. And with this song, you can realize their vocals because it's just the piano. That's David Foster just playing the piano, and it's their voices.
Yep.
And James Ingram voices, it has that texture, that grit, and Patti's is just so smooth, and it's just like, like it's. I haven't used this in a minute. It's blissful for me.
Yeah, it is.
I haven't used it in a minute. I'm sorry.
Hey,
but
Jay,
yeah, it's blissful for me. Anytime I hear it, it's everything.
Yeah, if you're going to say a song is blissful, like, yes, definitely this song. And I also like, JR, I like how you said, that's how you feel about music, because this song could be a metaphor for a lot of things. It could be about, music could be about your passion. It could be about your love. It even could relate to your friendships. People don't even talk about platonic love and how a plethora, a myriad of other things. So I love writing to where it leaves it open to an interpretation
where you want to
application. So I also do really love the lyrics of the song. That's yes, you get these voices, but the lyrics kind of the star of the song for me.
Yeah, they are. Shout out to Alan and Marilyn Bergman.
Vocals.
Yes, they were the ones that wrote it, right?
Yep.
This is the song where for me, it was just like, to be honest with you, I just knew that Quincy Jones produced it. That was it. That's all I knew. Because I was just like, yo, it's like, it takes me back to when my mom was listening to music. A lot of times, you would think the artist did it. Like, you never really thought that it was other songwriters that would write this and all that until she started reading a lot of notes. And she was like, wait a minute, my feelings hurt. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that it was going to be, but then again, she started doing her research and realized, I think this is probably one song that I probably did not care who wrote it, because I was just like, they sound so beautiful together. And it's so many people that covered this joint too. You know what I mean? Tony Bennett and Aretha did it before she passed. And, Aretha go holler now. Aretha go holler. No matter how old she was, she go holler. But it's just such a great song. And again, it just pains me that James Ingram and Patti Austin did not get the push that they were supposed to and the love that they was. Because James Ingram vocally is one of the best male vocalists to come out, period. You know what I mean? Like, he eats up. You know what I mean?
That's why. Who has tone like that?
Nobody.
And
he can go from to
yeah. That's why I'm glad he showed his ass on Secret Garden. Yeah. That's why I'm so glad that he showed his ass, and everybody be like, who got the best verse? And it'd be like, James. Because ain't nobody coming in after he hit that falsetto on you.
Yep.
No. You know what I mean? And when we said on our episode of with Dart that we did the love for Quincy, when we really, did a celebration for him. And Quincy said James Ingram is one of the careers that he is so upset that it didn't do what he wanted. Because he said that guy's supposed to have been up out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had everything. He had the charisma. He had the voice. He could write. All
he was
of that.
Handsome.
And
yes.
I'm about to say this for myself. And he was fine too.
So you can say fine. I'll say handsome.
And that's fun. That's a good looking man.
Yeah. He was. And it's just unfortunate, you know what I mean? But I love when him and Tamia did this. And I posted it.
Yeah, I saw that.
On my Instagram a couple of weeks ago. And I just love, because y'all know the end where he's kind of ad-libbing at the end and it kind of fades. Him and Tamia took that on stage and ate it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were going back and forth with each other, and it was just like, and James just went in. It was just like, even to me, I had to laugh, like, oh shit. Like, like this is like, I can sing, but he kind of giving me the fever right now. And she like, I gotta handle this. So I love that because I know you know Patti Austin in that she's not that type of singer for real. She's always just in the pocket. So when him to ad lib like that at the end, that's why you just hear him, because Patti ain't ad libbing. He's just, you know what I'm saying? So
JR, you just said something.
Yeah.
Patti is always in pocket. Could it be because her godfather is Quincy and she's a session singer that, you know, ain't trying to outshine nobody? She's doing what she do.
Yep. Yep. That's exactly what it is. She knows how to blend. And that's what's so good about her. That's why all her duets are so dope, because when her and Mike on Falling in Love, she sounds so good. You know what I mean? But she still, even though you think that Michael's obviously the star, she's shining on it just as well. Just like on Give Me the Night with George Benson. You hear Patti. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear her vocally. You know what I mean? So,
but it made me think of, you have a group of friends or a team of some sort, and there's always that quiet, not so flashy person that makes everybody around them greater.
She's the glue.
There's always that quieter, or, you know, figuratively like quieter, low key, but in the pocket person that's just making everybody else fucking great around them. Like that's every crew need one. If you ain't got one, you better
gotta have it.
Get all them loud mouths out your damn group and get you somebody that's a watcher and a listener.
You need somebody who ain't worried about getting 30 points. They're gonna get 12 points, but they're gonna have 14 assists. They're gonna play defense. They're gonna do what the team needs to win.
The role player, if you will.
Yeah.
I would have, and with them, I would have loved a duet album from James and Patti.
Man, look.
Give me one in like 1985, 86.
Yeah.
I would have loved it. What?
Man.
Oh, and obviously produced by Quincy, and Rob Temperton could have did the songwriting. What? That would have been nuts, yo. For real. Because every duet they did was a banger.
Banger, bro. I'm in the 4th grade on the phone growling to Valita Lockett, spending every dime to keep you talking. Because that song was so dope, man. And it's crazy how years later I found out Rod Temperton. That's him.
Yep. It's always a slow burn with their duets too, because it was the same like that with Baby Come to Me.
Yep.
When it first came out, it didn't hit like that. But then when they put it on a TV show, everybody got on it. And it was like, boom. This one, I wish it could have charted higher.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, people love it. Like if you go like on YouTube and see a lot of comments and all, people be like, this is my favorite. A lot of them like this better than Baby Come to Me.
Yep. It's because Come to Me is beautiful. I love it. But how can you keep the music playing? It's dope for a number of reasons. It's the heartfelt sentiment. Because we're gonna break down the lyrics in this thing, man. Yo, how do you keep the music playing? How do you make it last? How do you keep the song from fading too fast? This is an adult lyric right here. How do you lose yourself to someone and never lose your way? How do you not run out of new things to say? So, all right, at dinner for our 28th, this was not planned. But I didn't buy my wife a card and she didn't buy me one. And most people would like lose their mind. But after 28 years, there ain't too much more a Hallmark card can say that I haven't said to her with my little writings. You know, my little cards that I give her just during the week. I just might get a thank you card and write a lyric or how I feel or whatever. That's this song, man. Another unsung part of this song, JR.
Yes.
When they go to I know the way I feel for you is not when the orchestral arrangement.
Yes. Oh.
boy,
Yeah.
it soars. That song soars right there.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, here comes the strings.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yes. It crescendos right there, yo. Like
Yes.
it
Yeah.
takes you somewhere, and with them two, that just the blend
And the,
of their voices at that part,
and
like I'm like,
yeah.
oh, and it just takes it out of here. Then it's
And it,
like you're on a cloud afterwards. It's
Yep.
like,
because the song has a slow progression, but you
Yes.
feel it. You feel every move of it. It heightened a little bit, and then get to that crescendo, and then you're out of
Yes.
there.
So,
Yeah.
so another inside edition that we went out to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So many people are afraid to not talk when they're eating. And what I mean, we talked, but you don't have to talk all the time. You can just enjoy each other's company and just being in each other's presence. And this song encapsulates that for me. You know, how do you not run out of new things to say? I mean, what can I say? I mean, we're always growing. And here's the song. And since we know we're always changing, how can it be the same? Man, that's a bar. So it's like you just in friendships and things of that nature, just rediscovering. I mean, because the same dude I knew when I was, 15 to 16 in high school, we're friends now at 50. Our conversations should not be the same that they were in high school. Nope. So you grow in relationships. And this song is so powerful for that part as well.
Well, we just talking about this JR. That very parent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I should hope you're not the same person. If you are, then
there's no growth. And I don't need that because we're growing every day. You know what I mean? And I love how you said that, Vern. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, when you're with somebody, y'all conversation should not be the same. That when you know it's starting to be the same, we got a problem. Yep. Like, there is an issue. Yeah, we got bills. Yeah, we got this and we got this, but we grow every day. So we should have something else to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, my mom just told me this today. She was like, when we was on the phone, she was like, me and you, me and your stepfather have been together so long now. She was like, what gift can we give each other that we don't give each other every day? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Just a phone call. Like, she like, hey, love you. How you doing? Okay, cool, blah, blah. How's your day? Da, 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 da. Or Arthur would send some flowers to my mom just because. So when it's their anniversary, my mom be like, that's why, Vern, I'm smiling because that was my mother. She was like, what am I gonna give him that I don't give him on and on? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So that's why now thinking of these lyrics and thinking of what you just said and what my mama, this song just tells you how our relationship it's growth. You're supposed to grow every day, and this song grows. And that's why we said it's like Elise said, it's a slow thing, but it's growing throughout the whole record. God damn. Come on, y'all.
Hey, I remember me and my youngest daughter, we went to Macy's. It was Valentine's season. And the saleswoman was like, what you gonna get your wife to show that, you love her? I was like, yo, I take care of my wife and my girls all the time. I don't need this February 15th, whatever, 14th, whatever the day is, to show her I love her. If you waiting for that's the only time you show them you love them, something wrong. That's not to say I don't still do nice things. I mean, me showing my wife I love her is me coming home with some Reese's peanut butter cups because I know that's something she likes without her having to say anything. She'll pick me up some cashews just cause. Being in tune with your friends, I mean, JR, I gotta get you some stuff at least. JR, I knew you love Rod Temperton. I'm like, let me get your address. Sent you the book because you mean something to me, and we're not adolescents, so I don't care what niggas think about what that. That's my brother. That's my little brother.
Of
I love him. I love Lisa. So if you love people, show them you love them.
That's how bro keeps the music playing in his household, y'all. For real. That's how you do it for real. Yes, like at least be like, you got something coming. Be like, really? And then I walk and be like, girl, you didn't have to do this. She was like, no, you know what I mean? Or do it for her or whatever. Like, bro, I knew you loved Layla's self-portrait. Look what's behind him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that. Like, you know what I mean? So, God, this song done took on a whole nother meaning since we done did Catch That, y'all. This Catch That mini. Like, it done took on so many meanings for me, yo. God. And it was
I was rearranging my music room, and I had a bunch of Motown. I'm like, man, I'm taking these down. Who's going to appreciate this? They are. What's your address?
And they right there. Boom. I'm looking at them now. If I can turn my camera, y'all can see it. But I lost it when it came to. I was like, bro, it came.
I remember.
Yes. I was like, Elise, you see this? I was like, yo, this is crazy.
That thing was happy. You hear me?
Yes. I was, because I sent the picture to mom, and mom was like, oh my. She was like, see, I wish I had friends like this back then. She was like, we weren't doing nothing like this. I was like, yo, so it's just awesome, man. This song has suffered on such a different meaning since we did this show. Because this is in my top 30 songs of all time for me. So for me, it just describes of how my relationship with music. But now after y'all done flipped it, yes, like it's just for relationships, friendships, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So, oh God, I love this. I'm sorry.
So another peek into my relationship. So when we started dating, my wife lived in an apartment off of Boulder Crest. And so Boulder Crest is always in my head because I gotta, like, yo, you gotta look at her the same way you did. You know, there's a picture of a baby, like on Twitter, he rubbing his hands like, yeah, you gotta keep that in your relationship. That can't get old. It can't get old. Your friendships can't get old. They can't get stale. You got to keep the music playing. You got to make it last.
You on mute, sis.
Oh, hello. I was saying, I think we did that.
Of course. With bro on here. Please. I had already knew how this was going to go.
Yeah, look at all these emotionally intelligent humans right here on your screen. Look at us. Get into it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to influence. Emotional intelligence and kindness and thoughtfulness.
Agreed.
Man, you could let me put y'all little young niggas on some game. If you just listen to a woman and pay attention to what she says, you ain't got to look like fill in the blank of whoever the coolest dude looking. But if you're thoughtful, that'll get you further than all that stuff. And it ain't got to be no big, I bought a 18 karat diamond. No, man. She mentioned 2 times that she wants to make pasta in a pasta maker. And you go on, what's the name of the dog? On Amazon, and you get a pasta maker. That's the stuff that means something to people.
Yeah. Or your girl like flowers. You can get her the $10 flowers at the grocery store. Yes. I actually like those more than the expensive flowers.
Was Vern really in our conversations last week, sis? Because we was having this exact conversation.
Verbatim.
Yeah. We was having this.
I got y'all phones tapped, man. I'm the
yes, I'm like, what? I'm like, wow, we had this exact conversation a couple of weeks ago. And it's crazy. And we've been having it a lot often. Yes, because Sis been
what? I mean,
banging it.
Gang banging on JR.
Banging
this
hard.
This is my mentor. He's passed. This is what One of my classmates passed. But the song and the passing is that I gave them their flowers when they were alive. You know, I let them know, like, Vance McGee, man, you started me in this business. You gave me ties and shirts and stuff when I had nothing, and you taught me the game. You know, Fleet, when I moved to Atlanta, Fleet was big man on campus, basketball, football, but he never big timed me. He never, like, you know, he showed me kindness and smiled, and that's why his funeral was packed, because he showed love. Rodney Riley the same way. So, you know, we got to care for each other, man, because life is precious and tomorrow is not promised. So love beautiful things, love beautiful songs, love beautiful people, and show an appreciation. Put people on game. Since we talking about James Ingram, let me give him his flowers. 100 Ways is another song that tells me how to treat my wife.
Woof, woof.
Find 100 ways. It's a compliment just because the smaller things.
And he gave you direct game. It won't no metaphor.
Nope.
It won't no hidden agenda.
I was just about to say.
He said it. He said to preacher, make it plain.
Yep. Another powerful duet with James. Him and Michael McDonald put their foot in Yamo Be There. Rod Temperton, boys and girls, Rod Temperton. Yeah, man, you felt it. Of course, we said The Secret Garden. Just Once. Man, Baby Come to Me. Let me see. I didn't even realize he did a duet with Anita Baker, When You Love Somebody. And another dope song was him and Linda Ronstadt. Somewhere Out There.
Yeah.
From American Tail.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorite songs when I was a little kid.
Yeah. Fievel.
I loved that. I still do love it.
Wasn't the mouse named Fievel?
Fievel, yeah.
Yeah. James Ingram was a masculine singer. He was a masculine. Yes. He was a man's man. He was like my uncle singing. So, you know, he wasn't soft. He wasn't no punk.
He showed you that. Yeah. When he opened that mouth, nah.
Yep.
Could people go, that's why I love going to Secret Garden, y'all. I love going to that, because I'll be like, oh, James about to come in this joint and annihilate everybody. And how you end it on a falsetto? He wrong for that.
Yeah. And also, Uncle James was the king of the curve on the sly. He was curving these chicks. I don't have the heart to love you.
I don't have the heart.
I mean, at least not the way you want me to.
Yeah. What was the other song he did? He curved somebody.
That's the last thing I'd ever do. I'm like, James, you feel shit, James.
Oh, yo, I held her close to me because I know she breaks so easily. And then I told her, though I knew no matter how I tried to console her, I knew that she would break down. You know, there's no easy way to break somebody's heart. I wanted her to hurt me and not treat me like a friend. I wanted her to say that be someday I come crawling on my knees to ask her back again. But she acted like a lady to the end. Oh, what a lady. I thought that she'd break down, but she smiled at me and never made a sound. And I knew in her way, because her silence told me everything she could not say. Man, bruh, if you ain't listening to a song with these type of lyrics, the depth.
That girl was a real one. I relate heavily to her. That is like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, enjoy your life.
Would have bust the windows out his car.
Man, what?
Oh, that means. Oh no, I still got a little passive aggressiveness in these bones. Don't count me out. You prefer that to my aggression. So just take it and run.
Yeah, you don't want to fight nobody's face.
Yeah, because I will. Have.
Recently. Yes, in the face.
Yeah. But yeah, man, people got to give James his love, man.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. And I think a lot of and it's I think who was I talking about this with? Somebody, and we was like, just why didn't he just pop the way he did? And I think wrapped up in all of that Michael stuff, to me, I think even though Mike wasn't a part of the Quincy camp, he was. So this is kind of like you got him because he came out with this album in 1983, right?
83, yep.
83, right? We know who was booming at this time. And they out of the same kind of camp because he wrote on PYT too.
Yeah,
so
PYT.
It's like he's on that. You know what I mean? And then it's kind of like you would think. And then after, because he came out with 100 Ways in what, 81? Was it 81? Because that was on the Dude, wasn't it?
Yes.
So
yep.
Came out with that. So Yo came out singing off the break, dog, and got a Grammy for it. So you would have thought, okay, this is what it is. And maybe the timing might have been off. I don't know. But James was singing and was singing until he was up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like that didn't stop. Yeah. You know what I mean? No, yeah. James deserves all of it. And that's why he's one of my favorite male singers of all time, to be honest. Like,
no question.
Ain't nobody messing with that dude. Nah. Nah.
Yeah. Shoot, on the Dude, he was the dude.
Right.
He stole that album to me, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, Quincy probably was like, you ain't have to sing this song like this.
The rent was due.
Rent, light bill, water, all that.
Right, that part.
All the utilities.
Yes.
But bro, we so glad to have you back. We missed you. Back.
Yes, this is awesome. Missed you.
Oh, let me see. Good music.
Calms my soul. From Moves Music. Yeah.
Yes.
I like that. I like
that. Great store in Atlanta. Yes, yeah. God.
I
need to go back.
I need that in a size large.
What's up, D? Okay. What's up, D? Giving you your flowers too, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, oh, yes. Big up some moods.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes.
Yes. Well, Vern, do you have any parting words, a nugget of wisdom, or anything to share with the cousins before we pop out of here?
Yes.
Whatever's on your heart.
What's on my heart? Let me think. The older I get, the more we have to appreciate each other. I'll just leave it at that. We have to be givers, and it don't have to be you videotaping you giving a homeless person $5. Just give them something. Just go to the Walmart and buy a coat and give it to somebody. Cause good music soothes my soul, so I'm in a good place. So why not bless somebody else with what you've been blessed with? That's my parting take, I think.
Yes. Oh, beautiful. And we thank you, cousins, for hanging out with us. Do something kind for someone today, even if it's for you. Be kind.
Yeah,
be kind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Practice random acts of kindness.
Boom. Yes. And we'd also like you share, subscribe. Just help support us, and anything we can help support y'all with, we got you, okay?
Yes.
And, on that note, we will catch y'all on the next.
We ain't leaving yet. So I'm about to big y'all up again. Ain't nobody doing what Lisa and Jay are doing, man. Ain't nobody doing it like they are. They love the music. They appreciate the music. They put us on to the music. And so y'all should blow them up, like them. Put 10 of your friends on to them, because they're doing the Lord's work.
Woo. How about I both shot somebody?
He coming in the Honda.
Coming in the Honda.
Yes.
And we'll be coming in a Honda on the next episode of Catch That. Peace. Love you. We out. Hey, y'all, and welcome back to another fan mini episode of Catch That. I am Nachi Elise, and that is my brother over there dancing.
JR.
And we are the R&B representatives. And today we are super happy to welcome a new friend, a new young soul king in the
Yes.
building. And
Yes.
that is the good brother Robert. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Yes.
Yes.
And we are so happy to have you. And how about you tell folks a little bit or a lot about yourself, whatever you like to share?
Okay, well, 22 years old. I'm from Philadelphia, so I'm always representing that Philadelphia sound all day, every day.
Come on.
Yeah, gambling huff, all that. But I've been a soul fan since as long as I can remember. See, I got old school parents, so they played nothing but Luther and Teddy and Marvin, all that stuff. So I know all about this. So
The good old days.
yeah, I'm just mad I wasn't around to see them in their prime. Like
Yes.
cause I wasn't, cause like when Luther passed, I was like 3 years old. So so I didn't get a chance to see these people in their prime. So I just started really just listening to what they left behind and everything and stuff. That's why I'm so like passionate about soul music. Like honestly, I don't even listen to today's music. If I'm being real with you, I just can't really get into it. It's just not the same. They don't tell a story, in my opinion. They don't tell a story. Everything's the same. But that's for another day. But yeah, that's just a little bit about myself.
Oh, I
Yes.
love it. Love it.
Wow. How about you tell us what song you decided to talk about with us, and do you remember hearing it for the first time?
Well, tonight the song I decided to talk about is Luther's cover of "Anyone Who Had a Heart" by Dionne Warwick. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember the first time I heard this song. I don't remember. I just remember hearing it. I just always loved it, and here we are. And I just always loved that song. I always felt like this is his best cover song, in my opinion.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know some people gonna have their time in the comments with that.
And it's crazy. They really can't because at the end of the day, Luther got so many covers. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
right.
whatever one you pick, it's not you can't be
You
mad at it. You know what
know
I
what?
mean? Like
Right. You know what surprised me when I found out only for one night was a cover song? I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, okay, maybe this is one of his original songs. Then I'm like,
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I was like, Luther, come on now. You said this is the cover song too? Really?
Gotcha.
Okay. Okay. I was like that too, to be honest, when we talked about it on the show, because I was like that at first. And then I was like, no, wait a minute. I know these words. Like, I know these words, but I'm like, and then I knew it was Brenda Russell. Then I went back there
Right.
and I was like, oh, okay, got it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
And
but
I ain't gonna lie. After I found
yeah.
that, I was made a joke to my friend like, "What? Wait for Love gonna be a cover song too?"
Oh, that would hurt my feelings. that would hurt my feelings. Now that's my favorite Luther song, period. So I will be hurt if that song was a cover. I'll be like, no, Luther, them words came from you. I didn't need another Burt Bacharach from that. Please. Like I want that. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyone who had a heart. I mean, when I first heard the record or the Give Me the Reason album, it was like, to be honest with you, I was like, what cover is he gonna do? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Luther gives you a cover every
Every
album.
album.
So
Right.
it's like, what cover he's gonna do. And mind you, for me, when I first started listening to these albums, I didn't listen to the track list. I just put them on and just listen to them. So when it got to, I was like, oh, I know this because my mom's a Dionne Warwick head.
Right.
So I knew this song. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, but I was like, now Luther about to destroy this like he did House is Not a Home, and
Mm-hmm.
did, and then
Yup.
he took it easy with this one. Like he glided through it, and it was like he took his time, like Elise said on that episode.
Right.
Take your time. He was in church taking his time.
He Lucified it, but he didn't go full Luther mode, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
And that's part of what I love.
Right.
He held a certain restraint that paid respect to the original and paid respect to those musicians.
Right. Luther's like, go ahead. My bad.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Luther's like, look, y'all know I can show out on this song, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna take my time.
It was kind of like what he did with A House Is Not a Home, because again, there was no background.
Right.
It's just Luther's vocal, and that's it. So there was no background, no nothing. And he was just go ahead.
No, I think with A House Is Not a Home is like it was his first one. Like he was trying to get everybody used to him. Then by the second album, it was like, okay, y'all know who I am. Y'all know what I'm about to do.
Luther was kind of petty if you think about it, though, because on the first album he did one cover, right?
Right.
And that was A House Is Not a Home, right? So we get to the second album, he does two.
Right.
Yeah,
and then we get to the third, he does on Busybody, he just did Superstar. And Until You Come Back to Me, he put them together.
Yeah.
Like he put those both together, right? And then we get to If Only The Night I Fell in Love, you get two then. Creeping, and you get Only for One Night. Oh, then he gets to the fifth album, was like, nah, I'm just gonna give y'all one. I'm just gonna give y'all one and I'm gonna end it. And I was just like, Luther, you didn't have to do this like this.
Right,
though.
right.
But,
he saved the cover for the last. I just
yes, he did. Listen, and with y'all already know what I love about this cover. It's that goddamn horn, that saxophone with Kurt Whalum. Kurt Whalum ate this up. You hear me?
Yep.
Go ahead. I haven't said it in a while. Yell it, please.
Horns.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Hold on, let me tell you one of my favorite parts real quick. That part in the beginning was like, every time you go. That's my part. Oh.
You better go. But this also, and a lot of people kind of don't talk about these three, that Nat Adderley, Marcus Miller, and Luther. Their chemistry and magic is everything. And they show it on this. And that's why this is a top Luther cover for me anyway. Because, again, it's like, you know this is a cover. But then Luther, the way he did it, you forget that it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the production of this it's just like the magic of them three. Like, that's why I love when we talk about Luther. You gotta talk about them too, man. Like, the other two, you have to.
Let me talk about another favorite part of mine at the end where he's like, when he does the whole "No one gonna love you like I do." Love that part.
Love me. Like he's feeding for this. And oh God, and that's why now everybody looking at the documentary now, and everybody knows how much he was fiending for love.
Right.
You know what I mean? He wanted it so bad. And these ad-libs, you know what I mean? You can kind of feel the pain of him. You know what I mean? Because he's like, I got all this love and this person don't love me. So anybody that has a heart, can y'all come to me? You know what I mean? And it's like, damn, yo, like
it's
the documentary really, if y'all have not seen that documentary, please
check that out.
Go see it. Because you learn Luther.
JR, I seen your live you did about the documentary. That was great. I really enjoyed that.
Oh my God! Oh yeah, with me and Chastity. Yes, yeah. Hey girl, but but yeah, it's just the songs now. You think of it a little different,
right?
Because before, even though I'm an emotional listener, very sensitive, so I'm feeling these. Don't start, Elise. Don't you start, but I feel it. So I always felt Luther in this one, but when I was watching the doc and I was in the theater of it, and I was like, God, are they going to talk about anyone have a heart? And I was listening to that driving home, And I was like, God, he wanted love so bad. Like
Yeah.
you can feel it in this. It was like he was empty. Like he was like, y'all, I want to give this, but nobody's there. You know what I mean? So
yeah. But Jay already knows this. This is not just my favorite Luther cover. This is my favorite Luther song.
oh, yep.
And
Yep.
it's part of it is the lyrics, even though it is a cover, but the way he interpreted those lyrics, I believed it. And now we know that is how he was feeling, but I always believed that. And I always kind of kept that in mind when I listened to Luther, was that yearning and that sadness. This is a sad fucking song. This song is sad as fuck. It is one of the saddest songs that I know.
My thing when it comes to like Luther and whatever, my opinion is he didn't know that. We knew he didn't know that we knew that he was gay. So it's like, yeah. So that was the problem. He didn't know that we knew. If he knew that we knew and we was fine with it, then he would have been fine with coming out. In my opinion,
I think it was just the fact of during the times people wasn't ready, and Luther knew that, and I think he knew he had to. You know what I mean? Like, as far as him and then Whitney, that's why them two connected a lot more than we knew. You know what I mean? Because they were kind of holding something that they couldn't really express. But that's why Luther put all that feeling into his music, and you felt them on it. It was like, oh, I feel you, Luther. Like, you really, that's some love that you want to give. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
My bad. But I do gotta say this. Let's be real now, because when I hear about the Luther thing, I think about you had Sylvester out. He was out. Nothing
happened.
Yeah, but that wasn't mainstream.
Yeah.
That part. He broke through.
He paved the way.
Didn't break through.
He did pave the way for the artists that we have now.
Right.
But I can say this because you're 22. I'm 45. I'll be 46 in a couple weeks.
Look good and marvelous. But
just that 20-year difference, the world was a very, very different place. Yes. Especially as it pertained to entertainment.
Yes.
And that would like put the nail in people's coffin of careers if things came out that they were gay or whatever, a plethora of other things. If you were labeled as that, it hurt you. Even if it was just rumors, it hurt you. It's a different time.
I'm gonna say I agree with you 100%. This is just my opinion. I think in the Black community, it affects you more because this is no disrespect to them, but look at artists like Freddie Mercury and Elton John. They were able to come out and be who they were and just
absolutely.
Yep. So I think that's really what it was. It's like
because most of Luther's fans, in the words of Paul Mooney, they had the complexion for the protection.
Yep.
To be who they were.
Yeah. So that's
and then you got to think too. This is the album that Luther is trying to go commercial. You know what I mean? So this is where he wanted everything to be right. You know what I mean? So it was like before then, it was just like Luther was just catering to us. He didn't care about any of that other stuff. But this is finally time when the labels was like, listen, we need that crossover success. So you see Luther done lost the weight. He done did all of that. Everything is right. He wanted everything to be right. Yeah. And I think even then, and the times were different then, Rob, and him trying to come out would have really ruined everything.
Yeah.
Him going commercial, it would have ruined everything. So Luther wanted everything perfect, and that's why it was just like, that's why with this album, as much as look, Luther can sing any fucking thing. I don't give a damn, and I'm good. Sing cat dog, like my mother said, we in there. But it was like, I give this album a little bit of fever all the time, and which I still love it though, because another song on this So Amazing is one of my favorite Luther records, period.
Same
But
here.
I always give him fever because I can feel the difference of when the other four and this. And
Right.
this album, it's like Luther wanted that. He wanted that Whitney success.
Yeah.
He wanted that.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Which he deserved.
He did. Yes. Absolutely.
He should have been that.
Yeah, I was like,
Yes.
why couldn't he get the same success? I was just about to ask that.
He should have
The
been.
thing is, this is Epic Records, right? Y'all, this is Epic. Who is their biggest artist on Epic? Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
So who's they are giving all of him that. You know what I mean? And then thank God Whitney comes along and she gets with Clive and Arista, and she's the new young girl. Because we done said on this show so many times, who did he want first?
Angela Bofill and Phyllis Hyman.
Yep.
But it didn't work with them. And then they weren't going to do the shit that Whitney was going to do because she's young.
And won't.
Whitney did a lot of that. And Whitney kind of paid for it when she got, you know what I'm saying? She paid for it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Wake up.
No. All right, so Whitney wasn't going to do a lot of the things, and she paid for it at the end of her career. She paid for doing all of them yeses and shit that Phyllis and them wasn't trying to do because she was up there alone. So could you imagine if Luther was going through these problems just at the success that he had? Could you imagine if he was up there with Whitney as far as success? It would have been harder for him then. He was already felt alone doing that. So he would have been up there. So that's why, to me, I felt like a lot of his covers was just him expressing more of himself to me. You know what I mean? A house is not a home. You know what I'm saying? Since I lost my baby and Superstar and all that. But when he got to this one was different. Anyone who had a heart was just different. You know what I mean? And so many people have covered it. You know what I mean? Because Dusty Springfield has done it. You know, y'all said this is a depressing song. Martha Reeves and the Vandellas did it, and they did it, and the corporation, the Michael and the Jackson 5 producers produced theirs. It sounds so weird. Like as much
I gotta hear that one.
You gotta hear it, Rob. Like when you hear it, it sounds very weird. Because this song is not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like,
what year was that?
I think 71, 72.
Okay, that it's probably because like they were around that time they were still doing that psychedelic stuff. So
yes,
but you know what? It's interesting that you talk about how different covers sound, because what I love about Luther's cover is he still kept the like orchestral feel of it, which is why I'm glad in certain parts he had this certain restraint, and it was and in between verses it was just like this beat, dun, 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 and then it was it was sung so masterfully, and that's why it's my favorite, because he's not doing acrobatics, he is doing precision singing, but he does sneak some little Luther things into there, but it's so slight, but it's just enough to where you're like, that's my Luther.
And I like to say
that song is precise. It is no notes. No, I wouldn't want to hear anything in a different place.
Nope.
And I like that. It kept that feel of the original to where, like, no, this is an elegant, fine song. That still has soul in it, though.
Yeah, but I was about to say, it's like you can tell, like with this song, he didn't try to like quiet storm it. You know what I mean? Like this, to me, this isn't like a quiet storm song. Like, you know, only for one night. You would hear. I don't know where you would hear. You would hear it on an R&B radio station, but it doesn't have that. I don't know what I'm looking for.
I'm gonna interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you about the years of our Lord of the 80s and the 90s.
Yes.
This was a Quiet Storm staple.
So they played this.
No, this got played. This got played in the daytime.
Yes.
This slow ass refined song got played in the fucking daytime.
But would you see what you said, Rob, right then and there? That showed again what Luther was trying to do. They played this during the day. They could never play. They could never play like A House Is Not a Home during the day. It wouldn't sound right.
Right.
Imagine you
waking up on a Monday morning, you hearing a house like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
But I'm on my way to work and I'm hearing this. I know. I guess the only way that would work is just like a rainy morning or whatever. But even then, like,
well, trust me, I heard this song when it was light outside.
Yes. Wow. Me too. They would play this on Kiss in New York. They would play this, and it would be like 3:00 in the day, and they're playing this, and you hear Bugsy saying, "Here's Luther with Anyone Wanna Had a Heart." I'm like, what? Like, but again, it can get played,
and I know
because of how the style.
And I know for somebody else that is crazy to believe. I promise you, I was there.
Yes.
No, I believe you. I believe you.
No, I know you do. I know you do. Yeah. But it's crazy.
That's crazy. I would never thought this song would be played during the day.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Wow. Oh yes. And that's why again it helped Luther again. Because if you think about it, the way the production it gives you, what's the joint he got with Gregory Hines? That was played on the radio.
There's Nothing Better Than Love.
They played the dog shit out that song.
Hello.
They played that song.
And it has damn near the same tempo as they played so amazing during the day. Like this whole Give Me the Reason album, which Rob might come back and talk about, but so it was just, it had that sound that it could be played on day radio, all of that. Luther didn't have to give us an up tempo like he normally do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was like, this was his niche. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, and I like how you said, going back, sis, how he still sung it in Dionne's cadence, though.
Right.
It still was in that cadence, but it was Luther-fied. Yeah. Like y'all said, the little
he didn't go way outside of the phrasing.
No.
And another thing I'll say, he did it in 80s fire. Like, he did in 1986. You know what I mean? Because he could have 1980s this song if he wanted to.
Yeah. Now that's why JR, I'd allow you to give Soul Fever to this album, because it does sound like the 80s.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I would give you that all day.
Yes.
That shit sound good though.
Yeah, like I love it. It's Luther. Luther can sing anything, but it's just this. I knew it was, and I hate when labels do that. Let them be them. Luther was fine. Like, let him do him. But watching the doc, you see he wanted that.
Yeah, he wanted it.
He wanted it. It was like, I want that success. So could y'all imagine if he didn't do Anyone Had a Heart like this, and he would have blackified it, if I can say, and it would have been like a superstar. You can
say whatever you want, JR.
All right. If he would have blackified it and it would have been mainstream, it would have been for us. Y'all think he would have did it like this if he didn't have to have that mainstream success that he wanted? You think he could have did this production?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
We did accept it though. So yeah, he could have.
Yeah.
We did.
That's true. We accepted it anyway.
We did.
Yeah.
But you know that song?
And that's why Dionne was like, when Luther gained weight and he was doing the Soul Train Awards again, and she said she always talk about him gaining weight, and he was like, I can't go on there. And she was like, Luther, they love Luther. They don't love, you know what I'm saying? Like, we love you. So it doesn't matter. You can sing anything, and we're going to love you. You know what I'm saying? So you're right, Alicia. I damn near answered my own question, because we accepted the shit. We accepted it. We played it on every black radio station, all of that, Quiet Storm, whatever.
I definitely accepted it because it's my favorite.
I did.
So. Obviously, he accepted it because that's why he here.
Yes. Right.
And we're so glad you are.
Yes. And I love just the fact, again, like y'all said, how Luther really kind of Lutherfied the record. The little nuances that he did. Like I said, my favorite part when he'd be like, love me. Like, that's Luther. That's bringing his own flavor into the thing. You know what I'm saying? Because he already got us by the damn production already.
Right. That intro?
The only part he went full Luther, though. Yeah. That he gave that moment, he was like, all right. He went 10 Luther. Before he was at 3 Luther. He's like, I'm gonna give you a 10 real fast because I don't want y'all to get it fucked up. I'm that guy.
Right. That part. You know what I'm saying? Because but again, that's what you make a cover. That's why a lot of people don't know that Dionne made it. Because Luther, he made it so much his, you forget it was a damn cover. You know what I mean? So yeah,
and that's Luther's specialty.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to joke. I was saying that because sometimes when Luther sings, you can hear that New York accent come out a little bit. I don't know if y'all. No, you can hear it a little bit when he be singing.
Oh yes, a New Yorker knows a New Yorker. So absolutely, I'm like, yeah, Luther's that's that New York coming out of him for real.
I can't be talking because the Philly in me slips out all the time, so I can't be saying nothing.
Oh yeah, it did a couple of times, but we let you ride. And that's fine. That's fine. Shit, I can't help it. Shit, you can't help it. At least North Carolina comes out, so it's nothing.
And sometimes my New York come out too, because I got
yes. It was a couple of times you shocked the hell out of me. I was like, ooh. I'm like, damn, girl. It was a couple of
It's only a little bit, but they're down there. Sometimes you gotta pop out.
Okay. There go that North Carolina.
Oh, that's you'll get that a lot. You get that a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Have we ever seen him do a live performance of this?
Once with Dionne. He did it with Dionne, like 89, I think. It's on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Okay.
What? JR? You don't know
he got me, y'all. He got me.
Who are you? Who are you?
I don't know. I should have already knew this was gonna go this way anyway, because the way he came in and y'all was getting on me about the first song on this album, so I kind of knew Rob was gonna come in with it. Like, oh, he did. I'm just looking at just now the performance where they were all honoring Sissy, and BB and CC performed, Whitney performed. And then Dionne came and they did Anyone Have a Heart. That's right. Damn. But you got me, Rob. It's all good. That's ooh. All right. I see what he working with. All right. Okay. Bye. Look, I don't know everything, y'all. So don't come.
No, it's fine. Man, it's fine.
He know most of it. I don't he know most of it though.
Yeah.
when it really counts.
Yeah, right. Right. But yes, Kurt, I would want it to be there when this was made, because I'm telling you, Kurt Whalum on that damn saxophone was everything. Like, I was just sitting there like I was listening to it before we got on the show, and I was just like, just staring. I was staring at outer space. Like, this is, because I could tell, Marcus is a musician, Natalie is a musician, and they probably let Kurt come in there and say, just do what you do. Just do what you do. You know what I mean? And we gonna follow you. And I think that's, and they did, and Luther just vocalizing over it. I was like, I know Dionne probably was like, look, nigga, no more covers of mine. That's it. That's it.
But that's why I love that clip where they just playing it on a piano. And
that video,
And he like, ooh, can I do this? And
yes.
Like, anytime that comes down my timeline, I watch it like 50 times. Like, it just chills. That's my damn song.
The magic of them three. The magic of them three.
Yeah.
Just the magic of, yes. Perfect song. Perfect cover. I have to say, I'm probably gonna have to agree with y'all. I'm probably gonna have to change mine now. I think Anyone who had a heart probably is the best Luther cover. Sorry, yeah.
I mean, The House Not Home is a very, 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 very close second. Like
very.
Like
Yes.
My second is Superstar.
Ooh, and I mean that's three. It's
yeah. Those were the three for me anyway. So I mean, that's why it was like damn Luther. It was about time that he finally that was his in '94 he did an album full of covers. It was like about damn time,
right?
Like, you know what I mean? Like it was like hello, you need to. And probably people was looking like, I hope he don't do mine. I hope he don't do mine because Luther's gonna destroy this. Dionne probably was like, well, welcome to my world, y'all. Like,
right. Now you know how I feel.
Right. Like now you know how I feel. Look. Oh man. Oh, love this song.
Rob, thank you for hanging out with us.
Of course. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And that's why he will be back for Give Me a Reason. So get ready, y'all.
Yeah, I can't wait.
We got to finish our Luther. Like, we did a lot of Luther albums. We
did
Busybody. We did Forever for Always for Love. We did what's the
Midnight
I Fell in Love.
Never Too Much. Night I Fell in Love. The first four. We did the first four. So okay, Rob's coming in and doing Give Me a Reason.
Yeah.
I think that's where we need to stop. But
don't do that.
I didn't say that.
I
didn't say that. No, I didn't say that.
It's like
I didn't.
There's one other that's worth talking about.
I didn't say that. I know.
That's mean.
Take that back. That was mean. Because I do rock with maybe 4 or 5 songs on that album, though. Because the cover he did on that with Martha Watts, absolutely. That's my favorite. Duh! Who Had Nothing. That's my favorite Luther cover with him and Martha Watts. That is my favorite. Then it was A House Is Not a Home, but now, yeah, I'm gonna have to do Who Have Nothing, and then Anyone Who Had a Heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at me, changing hearts and minds.
She's gonna get me for track 1 on this Give Me a Reason album. She's pushing. Oh, she's pushing, y'all. She's pushing. And then Rob came on helping her push when he first came in. So yes.
I got a new best friend.
Listen, I've been watching your show for a while. I'm like, if I ever get on this show, that's one of the first questions I'm gonna ask JR. What is your beef with Stop the Love?
Yes, it wasn't even, hey, how you doing? He was like, hey, I got a question.
I like that. I like the directness. I like
I love it.
Man after my own heart. I love it.
Yes. Oh God, this is awesome. Yes. This is amazing. Yeah. Amazing. I knew it
would. Yeah. So if people want to if you want to be found, how can people find you and see what you're talking about and stuff?
Follow me on I have like 4 fan page accounts. The Legendary 4 Top. I have one for Tina Marie, I have one for Lucia, and I have one for Ronnie Spector. So
I got to find that one. Oh, for real?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I gotta find that one. Next.
I love this show. We be getting new friends. We find
yes, because me and I'll be back and forth about Motown shit. So I thought I didn't know he was this young. So when he popped in and was like, I'm only 22, I said, wait, what?
And you
wait, what?
And since you watched the show, you know the 4 Tops is my guys, right?
Oh yeah. I know.
Okay. Leave out the cover, but
I mean, if y'all want, if it's okay with y'all, we can talk about the 4 Tops one day.
That can be your fan culture episode.
I would absolutely love to, and that would be a great day for me.
Okay, boom. So we got 2 calendars to send this boy.
You got to catch up.
2. He got an album to do and a fan culture. So boom. So y'all will be seeing a lot more Rob people. Yes, you will.
Yes.
Oh, and get him and Kamani together. Come on.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Your whole young soul.
Oh yeah, the 4. I love the 4 Tops.
Gang.
Yep, Levi. He a Gemini like me. One thing us Geminis we gonna do. We gonna sing. Like Miss Patti, we gonna sing.
Patti. Love
Yeah.
Miss Patty. But
Yeah.
yeah, we thank Robert, and we also thank all of our cousins
Thank
for
you.
hanging out with us. And make sure tell your folks to like and subscribe. I mean, if you had a heart, you would do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just saying.
Love me.
Luther and Dionne tried to tell you. Anyone who had a heart would love me. Okay, y'all know the song. But anyway, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us. We love y'all to death. And we will catch
Yes.
y'all on the next Catch That.
Peace.